Hi, everybody. Hope you're having a good week. Here are my answers to this week's questions. For question one, cultural humility, cultural awareness, advocacy, and social justice are vital to the counseling profession. I believe that having cultural humility is having an understanding of different cultures, but also being humble in this. For me, being humble in this setting looks like you, as a counselor, understanding that just because you may be educated in a culture does not mean you know everything. And this is very true. I have had a lot of friends from different cultures, and I've been educated in that way. And then I've also educated myself on a lot of different cultures and attended cultural events, international events. At my previous university, I lived with a lot of international students as well. Um, yes, so you must be sensitive to other people and their culture. You need to allow them to be themselves in an unbiased and safe environment. You, as the counselor, can have input, but you need to allow the clients to really lead in this way. For question number two, ethically, we are to be accepting of anyone regardless of race, ethnicity, culture, gender preference, or age. We should be aware of any biases that we may have and address those immediately. As a counselor and as a Christian, we are called to love everyone and be understanding and empathetic. We see this example countless times in the Bible. Jesus with the woman who was bleeding, Jesus with the blind man, the lame, the sick, Zacchaeus, the Samaritan. You see this in countless examples. Those were also shared in the book as well, or our textbook. Let's see. So with that, it does not mean that you can't disagree with or not share the same values as the other person. So, we're going to disagree with our clients and their values and their choices sometimes. But basically what this means is that it should not affect the way that you counsel or approach your clients. Your personal opinions and values should not be affecting, or it's not that they can't be present, but they don't need to be pushed on the client. I found 3 Bible verses for question 3. Colossians 1:16 through 17. For by him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things were created through him and for him, and he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. Galatians 3:28. Faith in Christ Jesus is what makes each of you equal with each other, whether you are a Jew or a Greek, a slave or a free person, a man or a woman. In this new life, it does not matter if you are a Jew, Gentile, circumcised or uncircumcised, barbaric, civilized, slave, or free. Christ is all that matters, and he lives in all of us. That last verse was Colossians 3:11. For question number 4, I will continue to educate myself on different cultures by attending cultural events, reading articles, journals, watching movies, listening to different music, and participating in and studying scientific studies. I will also begin to pray and intercede for my heart to be humble in this way. I like to think that I'm a very humble and empathetic and kind person. However, I know within counseling, and when I get into the counseling realm, that is a completely different story from everyday life. For question number 5, I am educating myself on different social, racial, and ethical issues that are happening in our current culture. I read journals, news articles, and watch documentaries detailing events and social issues that have been and are occurring right now. I also pride myself on having a very diverse friend group and social circle at all times. This gives me competency and education in a lot of different cultural settings. This way I can better counsel my future clients and be sensitive to their wants and needs. Thank you so much. Have a blessed week.